up brilliantly. Let's see what happens in the women's quadruple sculls. Lithuania, they're on the right-hand side of your video shots. Spain next to them. Greece has the centre lane. It's a 5-boat field. Italy and then Serbia closest to us on the grandstand side when they get here.
And here we have the first times of the race at 500 metres. Greece leading this one out. They were the fastest of these boats through the heats. We had 11 entries starting off, 2 heats, and they were the fastest of these crews through the heats. Italy then in that second position. We can see that, like the Italian junior scullers, they have such a big sprint in them at the finish. So let's see if they can emulate what the men just did. Serbia then in that third position, followed by Spain and Lithuania.
Yeah, my word. This is, I think, going to shape up for yet another great one. Greece threw down that very strong early challenge. Can they keep that up? That's the big question for me. Certainly the stroke woman, Stella Karayotti, knows all about keeping up the pressure all the way. Won a silver in this event last year. Will be sad to be in the B final, but she's got another junior year to come. This is a young crew, the Greeks, 2 born in 2010, 2 in 2009, and Greece, another of those countries that's had an enormous resurgence of its rowing at elite level, but particularly I think at junior level, thanks not least of course to the Italian coach Giovanni Postiglione, who's done great work in Greece over the last now several years. And one crew after another. Very impressive indeed. Let's see what happens over the second half of this course.
Yes, that halfway there, a little bit of a change. Greece still leading it out from Italy, but Spain have overtaken Serbia into that third position, followed by Lithuania. A lot of new rowers here in these boats, bar maybe I think 2 have raced last year internationally in the Spanish boat that are really starting to come in the 3-seat. Mikel Aguro Moreno raced in these championships of the European under-19s last year. She was in the women's 8 winning a bronze medal, and she was 5th in the women's 4. So having moved from sweep rowing over to sculling here, and they are starting to put on that bit of a pressure. We've seen in the bow seat for Lithuania, Alsov Secute. We saw her in the junior women's solo at the Beach Prince in Turkey last year. So great to see lots of these rowers trying out the coastal rowing as well.
Looking at Italy and Greece, though, I mean, Greece, yes, looked very impressive, but somehow I had the feeling Italy's still got somewhere to go. And I'm not sure that Greece has. I can't see 6th gear yet. Can they hold on to it? Or what can the Italians pull out of the bag over the last, less than 500 now?
I think the Italians always have a 6th gear that they can go to, but I think you're right. The Greek crew look like they might be there already. So let's see what the Italians do now as we come into about 400 metres to go. At the 500 metres to go mark, it was Greece just holding off Italy just about ahead of Spain then, who are about 9 seconds back in that third position, followed by Serbia and Lithuania. So it's all about Greece and Italy here now. These two boats, both in their blue one pieces, are all in ones here, side by side, coming down towards the last 300 metres.
Yes, unusually perhaps for quad races, is turning really into 2 races. And there's the all-blue race, as you say, up the front, and then plenty of clear water back behind the Greek and Italian sterns to the rest of the field. And it's really going to come down to who's got the most stamina and who can keep it together the best over the last red boys. And we're now into that zone just short of the line.
Here we go. The Italians are going, but the Greek crew are certainly staying in ahead at this point here. They're having a look across, seeing if they have enough space here to hold off the Italians, who are really charging here now. We're into the final 75 metres or so. It is Greece from Italy. I'm not sure where Greece are finding this from, but they are holding off the challenge. Can Italy come back with anything else? They're still going with the rate, but it is Greece's bow ball is just ahead. Who's going to pull the stroke at the right time? Oh, so close here between Greece and Italy. As you said, pretty much a separate race, Paul, from the rest of the field. Here comes Spain, who were looking very strong there at the halfway mark, but just falling back slightly away from those leaders. So that is Spain coming in that third position, followed in by Serbia and Lithuania. But what a great finish there from Greece and Italy.
My word, what a way to finish the first block of racing today. No idea. That was too close for us to call, definitely. And we're bang on the finishing line here in Brandenburg. It looked to me as if in the closing stages, Greece just stayed together better. Italy, particularly Bow and 2, started to look a little ruffled. Here comes the result. Wait for it, ladies and gentlemen.
Here it is. It is Greece who pulled that stroke right at the right time to get over that finish line in first position. So ranking 7th overall. It is Greece from Italy, Spain in 3rd, then Serbia and Lithuania. So that rounds out all our C and B finals from this morning. We'll be moving on to the medal races next, but there will be a short break first. The first final A will be the men's pair. That kicks off at 11 a.m. Central Time. So we will be starting our stream or broadcast again about 5 minutes before that race to give you all the information about the afternoon.
Now that race includes yet another Irish crew. So before we let people go and have a cup of coffee on a Sunday morning, the Irish question. And I don't mean that in a political sense. We've talked about schools and the importance of college and the importance of those examples of the O'Donovans and so on. But in Skibbereen in particular, that World Rowing described as the powerhouse of Irish rowing a while ago in an article, one of the members said it's all down to people. Tell me more about Skibbereen. Why are they so good?
What we'll do, Paul, we're going to save that. We're going to go for a cup of coffee. I'm going to save that answer because it's a very special one. I'll give it to you after the break.
Lovely. Look forward to it all the more. Keep up the suspense. Ladies and gentlemen.